The goal is really to unite as many girls as possible and empower them to be able to live their best life. So, there's this huge divide, and there's this societal divisive programming that has happened over years and years and years. And so we want to break that. We want girls to know that if they support each other and they come together as sisters, anything is possible. And we want them to be able to have the tools to live the life of their dreams.
Hey, Dr. Bill here with another exciting Meet the Mentor. So LEAP is coming, you guys, July 22nd to the 28th. Confirmed, Mark Wahlberg. Confirmed, Anthony Hopkins. Confirmed, Paula Abdul. Almost confirmed, Elon Musk. We're working on that, but I think it's going to happen. We just have such a great lineup of speakers. We're adding them right and left, and we're filling up the program. So please, please, please go to our website. It's on the screen right here or wherever Charlie's going to put it on here. Go to the screen, www.leapfoundation.com. And one of the things about LEAP Week that makes it so exciting is the mentor workshop. And Michelle's actually been there before. Her boyfriend, Chris, is amazing. He'll be there. Both of them are speaking. I'll tell you a little bit about what Michelle's going to speak about. Chris is going to speak as well. Chris just redid my whole new demo reel and everything. It's amazing. So let me give you the formal kind of introduction on Michelle. So I gotta get close because now instead of holding it, I have it right there. Michelle Delamor is an American Idol finalist. I will make you sing today. And a recording artist whose single Keep On Moving is featured in Just Dance 2018 along with her sister. Michelle is the co-founder of No Girl Left Behind, which she's going to tell us about. And it's an organization dedicated to uniting and empowering young women. And she has been speaking all over the country at high schools and universities. And I think your goal is to speak to what, a million?
A million girls by 2020.
A million girls by 2020, and I know you'll do it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, okay, let's start with American Idol. So how was the American Idol experience?
It was insanity, pure insanity for sure. So that was insane. There was about 110,000 people my year that auditioned.
Wow.
So pretty much from day one, when you go to the very first audition in Miami, where I'm from, it was about 11,000 people just there, and they knocked it down to 100 of us. So it was just constantly that kind of thing where, they're bringing it down to the finalists. It was pretty intense, but such a great opportunity to learn about myself, to grow, and to find out kind of how strong I can be under pressure. And I just feel like I learned a lot because I never felt that I got to really show America who I was as an artist, because I was so focused on what the judges were saying and all these different things. And that was a huge lesson for me, to always be true to who I am, because it's not like listening to everyone worked out anyway.
Right.
But yeah.
So how long did you go? I mean, were you on the
Top
show?
10. Yeah.
Top 10? That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of really exciting things to talk about. Let's first talk about your music career,
yes.
And then let's talk about No Girl Left Behind, okay?
Yes.
Music career, where are you?
So I'm very excited. So releasing my EP in the next 3 months. In August, actually, I'll be releasing my EP. Super excited about that. And then I have my single Keep On Moving is featured on Just Dance 2018, which is so cool because I actually love Just Dance. It's about 50 million people buy Just Dance per year. So That's really cool to be featured on there along with huge artists as well. So that's really great. So that's kind of where that stands right now. It's 5 songs that are just so much fun. And then, of course, doing the tour, which is in conjunction with No Girl Left Behind. So it all kind of comes together.
Okay, so if people want to see you live on the tour, how do they get info?
So actually, the way the tour works right now is exclusively through schools. So at the moment, if you'd like to see me live, there's a lot of social media content that I do, unless you're at the schools. However, next year we're starting conferences, which will be open to the public, that we're super excited about.
And your social media is
Michelle Delamor. MICHELLE
on everything?
On Instagram, yeah.
Okay.
Instagram is pretty much where I live. I love Instagram.
But the content that you have online, if people really want to hear your whole songs and all that, I'm sure you have a website or?
Absolutely. So michelledelamore.com, for sure. I have a website there, and that pretty much has what's going on. And then of course Keep On Moving is on there too. But we'll be releasing music videos and all that good stuff to go along with the EP.
And the songs that you're releasing, are those you alone or you and your sister, or a mix?
Oh, so my sister, she's more on the business side, so she doesn't perform, but she's amazing. She performs in the shower.
Okay.
So yeah, no, so it's me by myself, and then of course I write my songs, and then I also have co-writers that I collaborate with.
Sweet.
And actually, Chris, who you mentioned, he produced half of the EP.
Chris, who is actually not her boyfriend, it's her fiance. So what's the pie in the sky musical career dream?
You know, for me, music is such a platform to be able to really reach as many people as possible and help them kind of access the greatness that they are, you know? So I feel like the dream is being able to have No Girl Left Behind grow huge and have music be the platform for that as well. So opening up, I would say starting off with like arenas and all those big things, and then world tours would be really great, and having like many, many albums, of course. But my biggest dream is to really impact as many lives of girls as possible.
Okay, you are like an edgy Oprah. I saw you in action.
So
I saw you in action. Yeah, let's talk about No Girl Left Behind, because you are an edgy Oprah. Let me tell you what she does. She takes a room full of high school girls, right? And, you know, she kind of like wows them with like music and this and that. And they're all kind of like, okay, why am I here? They're sitting here. And then she gets right into it, bullying.
Right.
Okay, bullying. And she looks out in the audience. She's like, has anybody in the audience ever really been bullied? And you look around, and then you see this girl sheepishly raise her hand. And Michelle just like, hey, come on up here, you know, and she's very nurturing, and can you tell me about it? And so, you know, this girl is sharing her experience and whatnot. And this is the killer moment. You ready? Is the person who bullied you sitting in the audience? Well, you know they are, because they go to school together.
Yeah.
She calls her out. She goes, yeah, it's her. And this girl's like going in her seat like this, you know?
It's such an amazing moment.
And then, this is the part that killed me. Is there anybody else in the audience who's been bullied by her? And all of a sudden you see like 20 girls raising their hand. It was amazing. And then she pulls the bully on stage. And at the end, the two are hugging and the bully's apologizing. You're amazing.
No, you know, it's so awesome, because I think, first of all, for me, it's so hard to even use the word bully, because of course the girls who are lashing out or acting out in that way, they've gone through their own set of issues, and you know, they have their things that are going on that have caused them to act in that way. So we create like this even playing field where there's empathy on both sides, and so they feel safe enough. They feel safe enough to be able to open up with why in the first place are they acting in that way. And so we've had girls talk about the abuse that they've gone through at home, and things like, you know, severe abuse since the age of 3, and now when they get to school, they're really, really upset, and they take it out on the other girls, and everyone starts to understand each other. So it's a very powerful moment when they can actually open up about why, and you know that there's a transformation, a shift, and that will never occur again. There becomes like a sisterhood. We've had girls, there was a girl actually who had hit another girl across the head with a chair, and so she apologized. It didn't happen at our event, it had happened prior. She apologized to the girl, and she opened up about why she acts the way she does. And the girl came up on stage and she said, it's okay, I love you, I forgive you, you're my sister, and they were both in tears. You know, it's a very powerful moment.
I saw it.
And I have an amazing team. I share the stage also with another girl named Natalie, who's pretty awesome and dynamic. Of course, my sister. We have a core team of about 8 girls running the show, and then we have volunteers. It's so interactive. I mean, at any given moment, it's also very spontaneous. We have to be so in the moment for the girls to be fully receptive to whatever they're going through. But we will like jump off stage and go into the crowd, and we're talking like 1,500 girls at a time. And
it's unbelievable. And how did you actually get access into these schools?
You know what? It's been a few years of really doing smaller workshops. We started off doing small workshops, and we just developed really great relationships with schools. And like I said, it was about 30 girls at first, then it grew to about 100 girls. It was like a slow, you know, growth process, mostly because that's what we knew. It was like, we're seeing the transformation, and it was very intimate, and it was amazing. And we were doing detention centers as well. But basically, just that, developing really great relationships. And I decided to take a leap. I took a leap, and I had this idea to really just take it to the next level. So we take all the girls from the school.
So who's funding it now? Are the schools funding it?
So actually
or
at the
you have
moment, it's
sponsors,
been
or?
completely self-funded by my sister and I. And then now is when we're reaching into the fall tour. We're in talks with a lot of partners and sponsors now that, you know, the proof of concept happened, and it's just been amazing, and the outcome was just so great, and the response was so great. So we have a lot of interest there, and that's basically what we're working on now.
Are most of the speaking engagements you're doing in the Los Angeles area?
So yeah, so for the rest of 2018, it is Los Angeles, and then we're off to the nationwide tour. So we'll do West Coast and then East Coast.
Okay, so like if you go to Beverly Hills High
Yep.
School and you're not coming there, but you are going to like, say, Compton High School,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to go see you, is there a way that that can happen? Or, I mean, I know I can't go because I'm a guy.
Yeah, it's totally like
literally
no guys
no men
allowed.
are allowed. The only men are, I think, the cameraman, right?
Yeah, so
And that's her fiance.
well, actually, he's a production manager, and so he's behind, like, you can't even see him because he's behind the curtain. And then our sound team, it's 3 guys, sound and light and effects. We do full production and everything.
But
so
if
they
a
can
young
sing.
woman from one school wants to go, can that happen? Or
So what I would say the best thing to do is to reach out through nogirlleftbehind.com, like in the section, you know, where you send a little message, and that way we can get in touch with your school, or you request it from your school, because at the moment that specific tour is just for high schools.
especially today, it feels like there's so much more pressure.
Definitely, with
On
social
women.
media, social
Yeah.
media too. I mean, a lot of programming, like I said,
Yeah.
you know, you see a lot of things like, you know, the magazines, and where it's like, who wore it best? It's kind of like we've been programmed to compete. And so I think one of the things that makes it easier for guys is the fact that there is like this almost unspoken brotherhood where they kind of look out for each other, but whereas girls, they tear each other down. The bullying that happens with girls, for sure, it leaves like a long lasting impression, and it's really unfortunate. I mean, it's like emotional, you know, it's like deeply rooted emotional issues that kind of are causing, they stay long term. And so, you know, the girls are pretty mean to each other in school. So
I saw that, and I literally couldn't believe it.
Well, if there's anything I could ever do to help spread your message, please let me know, because
thank
I
you
just,
so much.
I love what you do. I love your passion. I love your commitment. I love your talent. I love everything about you. I'm so happy my friend's marrying you, because he's getting a great
You're
partner
so
for
sweet.
life.
Thank
You guys make
you.
the best couple. And if you want to see Michelle live at LEAP, please come.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can go on her website at michelledelamor.com.
Yep.
And you can see where she's speaking. And if she's not speaking in your area, then you go to the No Girls Left Behind website and see if you can get in and see
yes,
it.
well, just message us.
But it's mind-boggling.
And also, if you go ahead and sign up for the newsletter, then you'll be first to know when we're doing the conferences, which are totally open to the public, and we're super excited about that too.
Yeah. All right, Michelle, thank
Thank
you.
you so much. You're
the
amazing.
best. You're the best.
Thank you.
And remember, LEAP is July 22nd to the 28th at UCLA. We are about 3/4 of the way full, so there's still room. So hurry up and sign up if you want to come.
Yes.
And with that, Dr. Bill, over and out.